how to become a master story seller overnight. So let's go and click to the next story. Most people think that in order to make sales or to prospect somebody effectively, they need to give them more information. This could not be further from the truth. The fact is that they probably don't need more information. Probably you've given them too much information. Click. And you've heard the old adage, right? That facts tell, but stories sell. And people don't buy because they don't believe, right? If you can get somebody to believe that this is actually going to help them, that it's actually worth more than the money that they're going to spend, then they're going to spend the money with you. So the best way to get somebody to believe is to tell them stories that overcome their objection. If they have an objection about the price, tell a story to overcome the objection about the price. If they have an objection about, will this actually work for me? Tell a story to overcome the objection that this can actually work because it worked for me, it worked for so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. So the idea is if you want to get people to believe, you got to get really good at telling stories. Next slide. Now, how do you actually get good at storytelling? I heard this from my marketing mentor, that stories are the key to selling and to getting people interested in the key to marketing. But how do you actually get good at storytelling? So let's click next. Well, here's the secret. If you didn't know, all Hollywood movies, everything from Nemo to Titanic to any Hollywood movie, they all go through this certain script. Do you guys know that all Hollywood movies pretty much have the same script? It's the hero. It's the story of two heroes. It's the hero's journey, right? Is what they call it. Every movie has the same storyline or the same script, and this is why these movies are successful. So next slide. So what you need in order to get good at telling stories is you need a certain formula, okay? And this is the formula that I use. So next, this is a story. You tell the background or what your desires are or where you're from, so what your background is. And yeah, it's good to take a note or take a picture of this. You tell the struggle next of what you've actually went through. 3 is you talk about the discovery or the big aha moment that they had. And the 4th thing is you tell the result that happened because of this big discovery. Okay, so let's do this for example. I was talking to this gentleman that's, he's actually, I think he's like 16 or 17 or 18 or something like that. He's inside of economy, right? And this is his real story. Yeah, you can go to that next slide. His real story is this. His background, okay, and again, I'm going to follow the story formula, so get how this works, okay? His background is he grew up in poverty and he was actually homeless for quite some time. And his dad worked as a termite inspector, killing cockroaches and termites. His mom worked as a bartender. They never had really anything to their name. He was homeless. His life, he wasn't even able to go to high school because he would wake up at 6 a.m. He'd crawl under nasty ass houses and, oh, I said ass. Is that bad? Oh, so he said he would crawl under nasty ass houses at like 6 a.m. and he'd go all the way till 9 o'clock at night, killing termites and killing cockroaches. And this was his struggle. Like his struggle was every single day he was doing this. He missed out on a lot of the cool opportunities of going to high school and normal kid opportunities. And he struggled his entire life financially until one day this guy named Joe Berger introduced him to our Trade Compass software. And this was his big discovery, his big aha moment. He got introduced to the Trade Compass. He put every last dollar that he had in his bank account into Trade Compass, which is not recommended. This is highly not recommended, by the way. And your results may vary. But he put the last $1,800 that he had to his name, he put it into the Trade Compass. And actually, in the matter of like a week and a half, Joe had helped him grow that account from like $1,800 to $3,800. In a matter of a week and a half, he had made more money than he had in his entire life in a week. And he's now seeing the future of how he could actually become a trader and how he could use our products to no longer have to crawl under houses and kill termites and, you know, that. That's a pretty good story, right?